Hey guys, Vivacity here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are doing an overview / review of the new stuff pack for The Sims 4, which is Romantic Garden. I did not put this video up yesterday, as I will explain later in this video, just because I was a little unsure of how I felt about everything, but here on the screen you will see me go through all of the Create a Sim items, and then later we will take a look together at all of the objects that came in with build and buy mode and play around a little bit with the ones that we can actually play around with. But I do want to mention, before we go any further, that although I am still a little iffy on this pack, there are a few Create a Sim items that I really do love, and I will talk about those later after the Create a Sim is done. So for now, just sit back and enjoy all of the Create a Sim items going by, and I will talk to you guys in a bit.
This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. Castles and dragons, the battle begins tonight. Are you with me? This is our kingdom, and we won't run tonight. We are a team. Castles and dragons, the battle begins tonight. Are you with me? This is our kingdom, and we won't run tonight. We are a team. We can do anything together if we just try. And as long as we have our backs whenever our foes come by. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces.
Alright guys, so now that we are all set with Create a Sim, we're going to take a look at all of the items that came with the Romantic Garden stuff pack, and I'm also going to let you guys know how I've been feeling about this and sort of my overall impression, or just opinion on this pack and the stuff that comes with this pack. So out on this lot, I've laid out every item that does come with this pack, and of course every item comes with different recolors, but I'm not going to go through every single recolor of every single object just because I want to spend the time looking on the objects in general and talking more about them versus just showing you all the different colors that they come in, because they all come in pretty much the same colors and all of that. So there are two quote-unquote like premium items or like function gameplay items that come with this pack, and that is this fountain and the wishing well. So with the fountain, you can go ahead and add soap. You can toss in coins, which doesn't really do anything. It's just your sim tossing in a coin, and of course you lose a simoleon. You can view it, sit on the edge of it, turn it on, which we're going to do so we can see it at work, and you can also turn it off. You can nap, play in it. You can also set the light color, and you can play with different people. So she's just going to go ahead and play with her daughter Bella in the fountain so we can see what that looks like. And he is going to actually nap on the edge here. So you can sit down just like that, and then he's also going to nap. So he just kind of naps like he does on a chair. And there they are in the fountain. I feel like in some of the commercials I saw them actually take their shoes off, but their shoes are on, and they aren't custom content shoes on either of them. So I guess that's just what they do. They come in here and they jump around and they splash, and especially the kids get really excited, which is really adorable. I do have a lot of mixed feelings about this pack, but definitely this interaction is very adorable and done very well, especially for the children. So after that, we have the wishing well over here, which again comes in a bunch of different colors. It also comes with ivy on it, and you can also get it without the ivy. But basically, this is only because of his trait. You can either make a wish or make an offering. So we're going to make an offering first, and we're going to make the highest offering we can make just because I want this to be successful. And then we can go ahead and make a wish, and we can either wish for happiness, simoleons, skills, youthful vigor, or child. So with happiness, you basically just get a really huge happiness boost. There's actually make a wish for romance. I'm not seeing it pop up here, possibly because he's already married, but that gives you a really huge romance boost that you can use for a short while on a sim. And simoleons, I'm assuming, just gives you a certain amount of simoleons. Skills boosts some of your skills. Youthful vigor sets you back to the beginning of the age that you are at now, and I'm not sure what child does, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm not going to save for this since this is my current household, but I do just want to see what happens. So we lost a simoleon. There was quite the beautiful little sparkle, I guess, emanating from here, and it says, "Hello, this is the adoption agency calling for Caden. Your application papers were above and beyond any we've ever seen. There's no doubt in our minds you'll be an exemplary father. In recognition of your propensity for parenting, you've been pre-approved for a free adoption." So basically, it doesn't actually give us a kid, but it makes it so that we can have a child for free, which is awesome, because if you guys have done adoption in The Sims 4 before, you know that it's actually 1,000 simoleons. So it's pretty pricey, which makes sense because it's a pretty difficult and often pricey thing to go through in real life. So there's that. Little Bella over here is actually playing on the new object for kids, which is nice. It's just the monkey bars, but it has some vines and flowers on it. Obviously, she's getting the motor skill from that. And the rest of these things are all decorative. So I'm not sure if these arches actually function as like wedding arches. It doesn't look like they do, but there are these two arches. This really pretty, I'm not sure what I would call it, but it's like an arch, but it has a back to it. It looks very nice, very antique and old, and it has the cracks in it and the moss, so that's really nice. I also really like the statues. For some reason, they remind me of, what was it called? It was a stuff pack for The Sims 2. It was mansion and garden stuff or something. That's what these remind me of, even though I don't think any statues like this really came with that stuff pack. I don't know, I just get that vibe from these. And then we also have kind of an overgrown fountain, which is pretty cool. It doesn't actually work as a fountain, so you can't click on it or turn it on or off or anything, but it is full of flowers and it is very beautiful. So it's kind of like they had a fountain, but they haven't been tending to it and it's overgrown with flowers. Or even that they've taken an old fountain and used it as a big pot for plants. Then we also have a new little thing of flowers. And this one right here is actually to be put under windows. I had to use move objects to get it to be put on the floor there. And the same with this one, it actually goes against a wall, and it's a fountain with a little, I'm not really sure what that would be, some kind of animal. It's like I think it's a lion, actually. I think this is supposed to be the mane around its head. At first, I thought it was just like a decoration that was like coming through, but I'm pretty sure it's a lion. And it just spews out little water. It'd be kind of cool if your Sims could like drink out of this like a water fountain, but still, it is very beautiful. The water animation is very nice. And then we have these objects right here. These are actually two different ones, but as you can see, they fit together quite nicely, and you could use them as a gate or a fencing area, especially the one without the circle could actually, maybe hide your yard a little bit, but really just gives a nice touch to a backyard. And then we have two lights, which I'm actually going to turn them on, but you can't really tell a difference. So there's this smaller outdoor light and this street light. So those are all of the objects that came with this pack. And I just want to say, I mentioned this on Twitter, but the reason why I did not actually upload this yesterday when the pack came out, even though I did get it yesterday, is because I was really underwhelmed by this pack from the very beginning. Like anytime that I saw a screenshot of it or something, I just wasn't as excited for it as I was for some of the other stuff packs. And even now looking at it, it's definitely not my favorite stuff pack. It does have some very nice items. Like I enjoy the fountain. I enjoy the idea of the wishing well and how it's functional. But I'm really underwhelmed by the casts. The Create a Sim objects. We did get a lot for men, which is nice. Usually we don't, but there was only one or two. There's one top for women, only one hairstyle, and just not as many clothes, or not as many clothes that I liked, rather. And these objects that come in build and buy, I do like, but I just don't see myself seeking them out very often. Like basically what I'm saying is I could live without this stuff pack, but having said that, I do still enjoy it, and I'm still glad I got it, if only for the few little things that I do really enjoy about it. Like I love this hair. I don't know what it is about it, but I just love this hairstyle to death so much for no reason. I just love this hairstyle, and I also really love the two dresses that came for the little girls and the hair. So if nothing else, those few objects and the fountain are probably what makes this pack worth it for me. I don't know if I had the choice to go back and buy it again. I'm not sure if I would buy it or not, but I am glad that there are at least a few things that I do like about this pack. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Sorry if I'm not as excited or upbeat in this video as I usually am in my reviews, but I just wasn't too excited by this pack. So I hope that you guys can go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you really love this pack, let me know. Hopefully don't hold that against me. And if you're also maybe a little underwhelmed or not liking this pack too much, let me know that as well. Don't forget to go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed and you want to see more, and I will see you guys next time.